A very good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Candid Talk here on Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Evan Sokinya, and I'm glad that you're here with us this fine evening. I'm joined here by Professor Herman Manyora. Prof, how are you?
Good.
How is it going so far?
Wonderful.
I can see the opposition are trying to make things in order and do all the necessary arrangements to ensure that they build a formidable team to face President William Ruto in the next general elections. Key among these is, of course, the formation of a new coalition therein, and reports are coming around that they have actually narrowed down on 4 names particularly, because I know very well that they will settle on a name that will now face off with the Kenya Kwanza in the next general elections. Now, first of all,
is it a name of the coalition or a name of a candidate?
A name of the coalition at this point in time. Okay. Of course, for the candidate.
It was very misleading. I quickly rushed to see who are these 4. Then I found it's the name of the coalition. Okay.
And then, so let's get this conversation going. First of all, let's wait and see. In as much as it's the name of the coalition, how significant is this anyway? What is it in a name anyway? Because people are like, if it's just a name, then it has to do with nothing. Is it that important?
Yeah, you see, in politics, there's a lot of sloganeering, a lot of catchphrases.
Yes.
That are important sometimes to capture the election question. So the name of and it must be something easy to pronounce, easy to recite, easy to sing. You know, they are always, even in America, MAGA, make America great again. You know, let's drain the swamp. So sloganeering and catchphrases are part and parcel of an election. And it must begin with a name that is either easy to pronounce or has some meaning or evokes some things like that. Okay. Yeah.
But how significant is that particular name, especially with relevance to Kenyan
It politics? Is not the substance of the name. It is what it brings out.
Okay.
Yeah. Even I'm telling something as simple as easy to pronounce. That's why you have Kanu, Kadu, Tanu, you know, such as CCM. You know, sometimes it's something that is easy to pronounce and to remember. Yeah. To put in a song, to put in a poem, you know, something like that. Sometimes just as simple as that. Or there are names that evoke or show efforts at unity. Kenya Moja, you know, Kenya Kwanza, you know, those kind of things. Yeah.
You've worked closely with politicians before in such kind of circumstances. What actually goes in making sure that you come up with something which will be simple and resonate with the people as well? How does the entire process actually work?
So it sometimes is not even deliberate. Sometimes there's already something in existence. Sometimes, like Azimio Kenya what?
Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition.
Because Kalonzo insisted they were already with their Kenya.
Yes. And that is
so say we can only join you if our name or is part of theirs. You know, those kinds. Sometimes it's not anything you can go to the book and look for. No, it doesn't have to be in the books. Yeah, it can be as stupid as that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's also focus on the choice of the language that is actually supposed to be used in that particular formation. Of course, this is now sticking to our Kenyan politics. We've seen all these things come and go. Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition. We've also seen other coalitions actually. Maybe certain parties would prefer using the English names. Others use Kiswahili. What is the significance of the specific language that a particular party actually uses, decide to use in naming?
I mean, in the process, something will come up. It could be called, which is acronym for Coalition of blah blah reform. It would be Ford, that is in English, and it could be Azimio, which is a Swahili, or Kenya Mo. It can be anything.
There has been that.
It's not even something that they should spend their time on. No.
There has been some sort of argument here that the choice of this particular name actually, of late, these people are trying.
Even it can be one term. It can be one term coalition. It can be anything.
And that is why I was actually looking at it as a situation whereby, how then should they put it in that it actually resonates with the majority of the people on the ground?
It doesn't. It's not something you can sit here to discuss. There's some of these things that just come up. NASA was just there. I don't know what Mudavadi was thinking about. Actually, that NASA is a Mudavadi thing. Yeah, it came from the Mudavadi side.
And then we had...
I can't even know what it means.
We had the NASA how.
NASA how. I don't know even what it meant. But you see, it was NASA. NASA. You know, it was coming out nicely in the, you know. So it's really nothing you can tell me we sit down and discuss. So I'm even surprised that they are deliberating on a name.
Yeah, definitely. And they all sat down and decided to come up with it. And we
It
are still
must be
waiting.
something that easily flows. Something that flows quickly. Yes.
Okay.
Just flows.
So it should not be
No.
so much of a headache. It should
No,
just
it's
be
not be a
something
headache. It should be just things that will flow in the air and you pick one. Yeah.
that-
They already have one term. What else are they looking for?
So you'd expect them to on the one-term coalition. But if they decide to go with one term, how do you think that would actually resonate with the people?
How they will change now next time when they want 2 terms themselves?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Those are the things you think about. Yeah.
Yes. Do you think that whatever choice of name that this particular coalition would actually go for should warrant some sort of a response from the other side of the government?
What for? But they will, of course, but what for?
Okay.
You see, lucky for these people, the different parties to this coalition don't already have their names. You see, like when Azimio were wooing Kalonzo and his side already had something. So they insisted it must be part of that, Azimio and Kenya.
Yes.
So lucky this time, I'm not seeing any side with anything. What does Matiang'i have? What does Natembeya have? Apart from Tawe. What does Eugene Omalo have? Does Gachagua have anything? Does Maraga have anything? None. So the only thing that puts them together is one term. All of them agree on one term. They should pay me for this.
So therefore,
I'm verbally applying for copyright. Yeah.
So that they give that job and you.
Yeah. If they use one term, they have to pay me.
Who coined that particular term anyway?
No, it's a question of now saying, applying it to a particular situation.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it is going to be applied to their coalition, then they will have to pay me.
One term is already copyrighted.
No, it is there, but it's not going to be used as a mantra or something like that. For it now to be the mantra, they have to pay me. For it to be the name of the coalition, they have to pay me now because I've applied. Nobody else has done.
Okay. We've seen these names being played around within and especially even within the political parties themselves. Recently, the Wiper Party decided to change from Wiper Democratic Movement to now the Wiper Patriotic Front. Does it actually mean that rebranding?
That is epmanship. They remind us of the 1970s and 80s. The Patriotic Front of Nkomo, Joshua Nkomo and Comrade Robert Mugabe. Something ZANU Patriotic Front and something Patriotic Front.
Yes.
This copycatting is nonsense.
But is it significant? Does it bring about rebranding of the party? Does it
inject
in new energy?
It depends. If it doesn't, like Mada Karua changed. Do you remember what she changed it to?
I can't even recall it.
From NAK Kenya to something. So that tells you sometimes it's a waste of time. It adds no value.
So for you, even
like Shakespeare said, that name, a rose by any name is still a rose. Yeah, correct.
Well, of course, Martha Karua changed all the way from NAC. But then, what is in the minds of so many people is the NAC that she used to be part of back then. So sometimes, does it then mean therefore that somebody can actually come up with a name in the political scene here that may end up definitely maybe doing more harm than sort of impetus to the party?
It's sometimes so. Sometimes so. Like we say, if you come up with one term, then come 2032. Let's say you have one. 2032, people tell you, yes, you told us one term. You can also go home now.
So at that time,
then you go home. Then it becomes that we are going to have a one-term arrangement in this country.
So, but then they can still go ahead, and when it reaches that point, they decide to change to another name altogether.
2-term.
They give it now 2 terms so that things change a little.
I think it won't even be necessary. What will be necessary is how they will have related with the people of Kenya.
There's always also been a point, or rather an argument, on coming up with a name that will not actually give your opponent a leeway to counter. For instance, we've had now Kenya Kwanza, and I've seen a number of leaders from the opposition side talking about Kenya Kwisha. I mean, should the government actually now try? Should Ruto's side try to...
You can't be too careful. Your opponent will always find something with a name.
Okay.
Yeah, when Jubilee came up, Raila came up with something very interesting. I don't know whether Kenyans remember that. I said, do you know the Jubilee year in the Bible is the year to to return all stolen property, all stolen wealth. These guys thought they had come up with a very good name, Jubilee. But Jubilee is a year when those who had wronged society, stolen from society, it was a year to return everything that had been stolen from society. So whatever name you come up with, some engineer, some clever guy will come up with something. So again, that did not bother you so much. Yeah.
I was also talking to a friend and he was telling me, look, when you look at it from a strategic communication point of view, you look at the kind of face of the current regime with the name Kenya Kwanza and all in it, and looking at the mood of the country, it would be, somebody was saying that it would be proper for maybe the William Ruto-led side to rebrand.
To Kenya Pili.
To, yes, Kenya, something else altogether, to ensure that they do not actually stick to that ugly face that they portrayed to Kenyans for the
Nothing
past 3
stops
years.
them. Nothing stops them. Yeah. Okay. The law allows them to. Nothing stops them. The law allows them to do what they need to do.
Okay.
If you want to change your name, you can change. If you want to change the coalition name, you can. The law allows you.
But does it have any effect?
But now you look at the politics. Are you admitting, therefore, that Kenya Kwanza is Kenya Kusha? And therefore they need to change? To change just the name? Or to change beyond the name?
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are still waiting for the new outfit from the opposition that will actually face off with President William Ruto in the next general elections. Weigh in and tell us what you actually think. This has been a good conversation here with Professor Herman Manyora. Allow me to stop for now till we have this conversation again. Have yourself a lovely day. My name is Evans Okinyi.